The survey team had to check out hundreds of portals. Finally, behind one unassuming door, they discovered a hidden paradise. The scenery was beautiful, almost like a fairy tale. But to be safe, they weren't taking any chances. They tied safety lines around each other's waists. This way, if something went wrong, they could pull each other back. Nervous but determined, the team stepped into the new world. To their surprise, the temperature was perfect. Gravity felt just like Earth's. It seemed ideal, but as they started to relax, something rustled in the bushes. Something was coming, fast. What the hell? Before they could react, a bunch of cute, fluffy creatures appeared, and then they attacked. They swarmed the team. These things had incredible biting power, even with all their prep. They were overwhelmed. They were knocked down in seconds. It was about to be over. In the chaos, Amy yelled for the others to pull the ropes. They had to get out of there. But one of the creatures was smart. It saw what they were doing. It grabbed a piece of broken glass and cut the rope. Then, with the others, it helped close the portal. They were trapped. They were going to die. Panicked, Amy pulled out her gun and fired. To her surprise, the creatures, though fierce, were incredibly fragile. A single shot made them explode. Before she could warn the others, one of her teammates was pinned down. A creature grabbed a rock and smashed his faceplate. Then it bit him. Just in time, the others managed to force the portal open. Amy and the Doichang pulled the injured man through. They were back. Others rushed to help, punching and kicking at the creatures that came through. They got the portal closed, but the injured man, he was covered in bites. He was convulsing. He died. What the fuck? He's fucking dead! His face got eaten off by some nightmare shit. What are you sending us into? But the higher-ups at the Argus agency weren't sad. They were excited. Thousands more portals to explore. If they could find a world like Earth, the resources would be limitless. They pushed harder. The next portal, a powerful magnetic force pulled a man in instantly. The safety line saved him, but with so many portals, finding the right one was like a nightmare. You never knew what would come out. But orders were orders. They had to keep going. Next world, a zombie apocalypse. They were no match. They went down fast. They barely made it back. But one of them was bitten. He turned. The mission was getting more and more deadly. Agents were dying left and right. But General Rick Flag didn't care. They were just means to an end. The survivors realized Argus wasn't about justice anymore. It was about Flag's personal ambition. But they wore the badge. They had to follow orders. Finally, they found it. A world like Australia. Perfect air, perfect for humans. Flag was ecstatic. He named it Redemption. He pitched his plan to the government. This world would be a prison, a supermax for metahuman criminals. No more expensive pocket dimensions, just exile them off-world.